Hi everyone, welcome to Solo. Today I'm going to be talking about the Berserker class. Now, this video, it's only going to cover the DPS specialization. This is known as the Slayer spec. And from my point of view, I would say that the Berserker is a high mobile bruiser class with great burst and a very unique skill kit with the Phantoms. The Phantoms can be summoned and controlled at any time, and you can guide them to an enemy to not just slow them and attack them, but they'll deal AoE damage upon command or after a short period of time. Now, a big problem with this class is that you do have to manage the Phantom's positioning. It's very crucial to ensure that the Phantoms do in fact explode on your target, and this can be a problem when fighting a moving boss or if a player just simply dodges out of the way. So this micromanagement, right on top of handling your meter, does affect the overall skill curve of this class. Okay, so let's talk mechanics. Berserkers have a resource called Cloud Power, and this is built up using your auto attacks, blessings, and certain abilities. The whole purpose is to maximize the damage of Cloud Ripper, so make sure to build up some meter before full charging your ability. Next up is Storm State. This is activated when using your blast ability with the Storm Blessing. This state greatly enhances your damage when jumping to Phantoms by 10% up to 50% bonus damage. Finally, there is Overlord State. This enhances your mobility, it reduces your damage taken, and replenishes your Cloud Power. This also upgrades your Cloud Ripper from a Spin Slash to a Jumping Slash. Our last resource is the Energy Meter. This is used by some of our abilities, and it does recover over time. Onto our skill kit. Our first ability is our auto attack, Wind Cleaver. You can build stacks to increase the charge speed of Cloud Ripper, and the skill can be enhanced with buffs and blessings to ramp up attack speed, deal more damage, and create Phantoms. Expect to do this a lot since more Cloud Power plus more Phantoms equals more damage. Next up is Cloud Ripper. When pressing, this is a slow, cleaving, 3-hit attack. When charging, there are 3 default ticks, each taking 1 second to charge, with the final one doing the most damage. You can of course charge faster when building stacks with Wind Cleaver, and when applying a rune, you can enhance Wind Cleaver 3 times, creating this little left click, right click loop. You can move while charging by tapping the shift key. Finally, some buffs and blessings can have you charge to Vortex. Follow the Wind is our dodge roll. There is a small separate indicator which displays the cooldown. When paired with the rune, after dodging, you can increase your movement speed and do an 8-meter gap close. Leaf Attack is a 12-meter ranged interrupt. This affects channeling in both PvE and PvP scenarios. Raging Meteor is a 20-meter gap close that can stun for 2 seconds. You can hold up to 2 charges and use them at least 3 seconds apart from each other. You can also use it with Cloud Ripper to guarantee it landing. Surging Shore is an AoE 6-meter stun that lasts for 6 seconds. Headwind is a 3-second parry stance that reduces damage taken and provides CC immunity. If the parry does connect, it knocks down in a 4-meter radius. Heavenly Step is a dashing slash attack. In specific builds, it is used to build up Cloud Power or to build up Phantoms. You can also hold S to dash in place, that way you can build up Phantoms before opening up on a boss. Wolf Call summons your companion that deals AoE damage and summons 3 Phantoms. When pressed again, you release a Cleaving Slash. Traceless Swallow summons 4 Phantoms during a brief iframe. When paired with a Blessing, it can also enhance Cloud Ripper after using the ability. Calm Wind is a movement ability that deals damage and knocks back in PvE. When pressed again, you can cancel the movement early and do a small spin slash. This ability can be used to animation cancel after certain abilities like Traceless Swallow and Wolf Call. Air Grip is a ranged attack that applies a 50% slow and reduces healing received by 10%. When paired with a rune, the ability teleports you to the nearest phantom instead. Water Cut is a 3-second melee stun. Windbreaker greatly enhances the attack speed of Wind Cleaver and the charge speed of Cloud Ripper for 20 seconds. When paired with a Blessing, every 3 attacks with Wind Cleaver creates a Phantom. These Phantoms can be made even without attacking any enemy. World Eater reduces damage taken by 50% for 6 seconds. When activating near an enemy, it will slow them and prevent them from using movement skills for 4 seconds. Decay releases you from crowd control and grants immunity to CC for 6 whole seconds. You can also hold up to 2 charges. Phantom Dash commands your clones to surround your target from a distance. If you press the ability again, you cast Phantom Blow, detonating them at the exact location. These Phantoms can also explode over time without the need of a command. Blast is an 8-second buff that increases your movement speed by 30%. It also grants a free Phantom from using Raging Meteor, and grants special effects such as Phantom Blast if you have the Storm Blessing. If you have the Overlord Blessing, your Cloud Ripper is enhanced, granting you 5 enhanced attacks, increased movement speed, charge speed, and charge distance. View of the Sword is your ultimate ability, letting you do big damage. This activates once the boss's meter is down. Now that the abilities are covered, let's talk about playstyles. There are 2 major builds when playing the Slayer spec. Storm, also known as Phantom build, utilizes multiple Phantoms to represent the majority of your damage. What this means is, in PvP, you will have a setup phase where you will output filler damage and rack up Phantoms, and lead into a burst phase where you bank on Phantom Blast and Phantom Blow to kill your enemies. In PvE, you're juggling between 2 windows, one with Windbreaker and one without. What this means is, you will have one window where you have more Phantoms than the other, but you'll still rely on Phantom Blast in the entire way. So it is important to reserve some of your cooldowns just before your blast buff comes up. Now Overlord, also known as Charge build, relies on enhancing the damage, charging, and movement of Cloud Ripper. You'll also need to be watching your Cloud meter closely to effectively maximize this ability. With that said, in PvP, your job is to control your enemies with stuns and slows, build meter right off of them, and bank off of Cloud Ripper damage as much as possible. In PvE, you'll be using Cloud Ripper every time your meter is at least half. That means Heavenly Step and Wind Cleaver is important in building up this meter. I will leave a link below for Kawada, a veteran Taiwanese player who can teach you an advanced rotation for this particular playstyle, so props to him. Now this video wouldn't be complete without some kind of combo. This isn't a Phantom example which can obviously be improved, but hopefully it will give you some ideas. Starting off, we're going to be opening with 4 Heavenly Steps. This is going to help us build up 4 clones just before we engage an enemy. Next, we use both Windbreaker and Blast, Phantom Dash the 4 clones in, and use Raging Meteor for 1 more clone and begin our damage. Now we auto attack 3 times for 1 clone, use Wolf Call for 3 clones, Traceless Swallow for 4 clones, and anti-cancel with Wolf Call for damage. Finally, we use Phantom Dash to prepare, use Phantom Blast and Phantom Blow to finish the combo. Alright, that pretty much wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout out to both Kawada and Yash for helping me out a ton. If you guys enjoyed this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. I will be streaming this upcoming NA Alpha this weekend with keys, so hit me up on Twitch. Peace out, guys. Thumbs up.